What's going on, guys? Coming at you with this week's episode of What Sold. Going to show you what sold on the good old eBay store here for, I think this is like the third week of October, somewhere in that price range time frame. So again, if you are new here, what I do on this channel is I buy and sell and things on eBay, find things at thrift stores, yard sales, flea markets, and I sell them on the internet, different platforms for profit. And this is where I go through and tell you about what I sold and hopefully try to remember how much I paid for it too, so you can kind of guess the profit that we made. So with that, we'll talk about the first item. First one is this Toastmasters riding jacket. This is a women's riding jacket. I believe it is a size small. So again, it's something that kind of was going to sit for a while. Kind of knew that because smaller type clothing items, mediums and smalls and things like that, tend to sit around for a little bit longer, just because of the nature of the size. And this one did. This one had for quite a long time, more than a year or so. But again, a new high profit item, as you can see here, was at $52.24 plus the shipping. So it is a heavy jacket. It did cost a lot to ship it. I don't remember exactly where it went to, as far as where in the country it went to. But again, I think the reason this kind of sad is I bought it in the late part of the winter of last year. And people aren't looking for winter jackets when it's going into the spring and summer times. And so here it is getting into the fall and winter times. People are looking for heavy riding jackets to wear. So again, sold this one here, Toastmasters jacket, $52.24. Really cool Harley Davidson mug. Came from that big lot of Harley Davidson stuff I bought from a local auction. Again, it's been so long since I got that lot, I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it. But again, just one of the items out of it, $14 plus the shipping. Really cool, heavy, thick mug. What's kind of funny about this particular mug is that I've been watching some other reseller content, and I've actually seen this mug in like two other people's vlogs as well. One of them being Casey, what is that? The Carolina Hustler, guy that sells all the golf clubs. I actually saw this exact mug in one of his videos of something that he picked up. So it's really cool. Again, $14 plus the shipping. I believe this was a retail arbitrage buy from a big retail store that starts with a W. Again, bought it so long ago, I don't remember what it is. It was the toy clearance last year after Christmas. I think we paid like $2 for this. It did sit for a little bit here. I was kind of betting that with the Marvel movies and things like that, things like would sell then, things like these toys and any kind of Marvel things. But due to the global whatchamacallit going on, Marvel hasn't put anything new out. So it's been a while since we could sell anything Marvel or had sold anything Marvel for that particular reason. But this toy went for $16.14 plus the shipping. Got this at an estate sale, the last day of the sale. I actually got two of these, and I think I paid $5 for both of them. I've already sold one, and this is the second one. Sold them both for the same price of $9.99 plus the shipping. So sold the first one, of course, made my money back, and then this one, of course, is profit. So again, look for stuff like this, old kind of Coleman things, camping gear, thermos, stuff like that. I mean, it has some nostalgic to people. So it's one of the buyers that you're trying to appeal to is nostalgic people. So this is just another cool piece that went for $9.99 plus the shipping. Selling jerseys of former players is kind of tough, or selling jerseys of players who don't play anymore, unless they're kind of a big name, is kind of tough. I've had this for a while. I've actually stopped buying jerseys of players who don't play any longer, unless they are like, very top rated player, a player that's going to kind of first ballot Hall of Famer type thing, or even buying jerseys with players that are still in the leagues, but not with that team anymore. I learned that a while back. I bought a Wes Welker jersey. I believe he was with the Broncos at the time when I bought the jersey, or the jersey was a Broncos, but he had gone to another team. I want to say the Patriots or something like that. But it's real tough to sell jerseys like that because people want, of course, a player on the current team because that's they're a fan and they want a current player. So this was a Des Bryant jersey. Des Bryant hasn't played in a few number of years. He was let go by the Cowboys, and I think I got this the last year that he played there, and he pretty much hasn't played ever since. So kind of a tough sale. It sat around for a while. Somebody finally did buy it for $20.89 plus the shipping. These are really cool. These are a set of like I don't want to call them goblets or I can't remember the exact name, but they're not quite a cup or a glass, but kind of in the middle. Um, Goblets, I think that's what the name for it. But anyways, Gary Patterson, really well-known artist and cartoonist and things like that. A lot of his stuff is kind of collectible. So, and I don't think that I'm kind of smart and I knew that before I bought this. I just thought they were really cool. They've depicted, as you can see here, a couple different scenes, a couple different types this kind of showed his skill, and I just thought they were really neat. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I paid for the whole set like $3 for everything. It was at a thrift store in, I believe, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Got them more than like almost last year about that time. So I picked these up there. They did kind of sit around for a while. Somebody did send an offer for $22 plus the shipping, and I took it. So again, so paid $4, got $22 out of it. Again, but it's still, if I see stuff like this, I'll buy it because I know somebody's gonna at some point in time. Again, another one of those items where you're waiting for a particular buyer to come along, see your listing, and just have to have it. So really, just kind of keep your eye out for stuff like this. Again, don't pay too much for it, because it is going to sit for a while. This came from a large quantity purchase that we got from, I believe, Goodwill. It was a bag of all of these different types of screen covers. We probably got 50 or 60 of them, a bunch of them. And I believe the price was $6.99 for just a ton of these things. Some of these phones are kind of older, I don't want to say outdated, but they're not the most up to date or the most most recent phones that came out. But again, people still buy kind of older cell phones because they just don't want to give up their old phone or give up the phone that they have to move into something new. There's just some people who are like that. And so if they break it, they go out and they find a new phone and get it and want to put a one of these covers on it. So again, not a highly desirable phone. That's why $5.69. You're like, well, that's not that big of a profit. But again, remember, I paid like $7 for 50 or 60 of these things. So I'm into these things for like pennies. Real simple to ship. I believe there's going to be less than on my end because of course we get the shipping discount. It's going to be like $2.90 to ship these. So it's not that big of a deal. And the buyer's paying the shipping anyway. So this sale here got me pretty close into the profit. I think I've sold another one here recently. So I'm already into the profit now. Anyone after that now it's just going to be profit. This is going to be $5 bills rolling in for sales of these screen protectors. So, I mean, yeah, it's going to be long term, but still it's kind of simple, real simple poly bag because as you can see, the casing, or not the casing, the packaging is a stiff cardboard as it is. So I could put it in a real small, poly mailer and mail it out. It's not that big of a deal to us. Another Magic card. This one again, $9.49. Real simple to ship. This is a, just kind of a not really a kind of a thicker envelope that I have that I send cards in. Got this out of a big lot of Magic cards that I bought. Pennies into this thing, probably 3 cents or so. So it turned 3 cents into $9.49. I believe this is one of the last big, or what's the value, not valuable, but kind of higher profit cards. I think the rest of them are going to be, are not as profitable. Probably just going to take them down to the flea market here, put them in a big bin and, sell them, first person that looks at that bin, I'll tell them to make me an offer on the entire bin. That way I just get rid of them, get them gone. Last sold we'll talk about is these Ed Hardy jeans. Ed Hardy used to be a really popular brand. I kind of think it's kind of come down, kind of dropped off, kind of in that like Coogee kind of realm where, I mean, it is still kind of a known brand and still people do buy it, but they don't buy it like they used to type things. Again, it's one of those things of kind of trends and styles kind of going up and down. And, maybe, they just need wait for the right influencer or somebody in music or something like that to wear a pair of Coogee or Ed Hardy jeans. And, now everybody wants to get back into Coogee and Ed Hardy. That's just the way that clothing styles and clothing trends go. So these we've had for a little bit of time, not all that much. But again, as you can see, nice big embroideries, big graphic. I mean, clean pants, no tears, no rips, no nothing like that. Still, I mean, this type of clothes that I still want to buy. I'm getting out of stuff that's $20 or below, trying to stay in the stuff that's $20 and above. I did take an offer on these for $25 plus the shipping. So that's it for this week's What Sold video. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, what did you learn? Well, put it down there in the comments. Tell me if I gave you some information that it was helpful to you. Or if you think I gave you bad information, put that down there too, because we're all learning. Any reseller that tells you they know everything about reselling, you can fill in the blank for that. If you can, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps my channel out, all that good stuff. And as always, have a good day. Be safe.